Elect, listen gently, for this moment is not accidental. You have been drawn here by a quiet summons older than language, a call that moves through roots, rivers, and stars. I speak to you as one who watches, protects, and blesses, standing at the threshold between the visible and the unseen. Breathe now and know that the earth beneath you recognizes your presence. You are not forgotten, and you are not alone. I invoke a sacred stillness around you, elect, a circle of peace that no fear can cross. Let the noise of the world soften. Let the weight you have carried loosen its grip. In this opening breath, I call upon divine order, upon the wisdom written into nature itself, to surround and guard you. May every anxious thought be gently laid down, and may every restless question find a place to rest. Hear this truth spoken clearly. Nature is not random, and your life is not chaotic. The wind does not wander without purpose, and neither do you. The same intelligence that teaches seeds when to rise and leaves when to fall is guiding you even now. Elect, the earth listens to the intentions of the pure in heart, and today it leans toward you. I declare this space protected. No confusion may remain here. No heaviness may dominate here. Only clarity, alignment, and gentle strength are welcome. The forests, the oceans, the quiet stones, and the open skies bear witness to this moment. They recognize you as one who is learning to listen again. Stand or rest exactly as you are. You do not need to prove anything. You do not need to rush. This opening is a doorway, and you are invited, not pushed. As these words unfold, may your spirit remember what it already knows. You are guided. You are supported. You are part of a living harmony that has never stopped calling your name. Receive this invocation with trust. Let it settle into you like morning light. The path ahead will reveal itself step by step through signs both subtle and clear. For now, elect, be still and allow the sacred to speak through nature and through you. Remain open, elect, as this prayer begins its work, unfolding protection, insight, and renewal, preparing your heart to recognize guidance in every sound, silence, movement, and breath that follows, with patience, humility, courage, trust, and peace. Elect, before we continue deeper, allow me to speak to you with tenderness and clarity. What is unfolding here is not ordinary content. It is a moment of alignment. If these words resonate, I invite you now, with a calm and willing heart, to subscribe to this channel and activate the notification bell, not as an obligation, but as a conscious choice to remain connected to messages meant to strengthen, guide, and protect you. Each notification is not noise, but a reminder that guidance continues to flow. Elect, I also ask you to share this prayer with someone you love. Not everyone knows how to ask for help, but sometimes help arrives through you. When you share with intention and love, the message multiplies its light. You become a bridge, a quiet messenger, allowing peace to reach another heart that may be tired, confused, or silently seeking direction. This is how guidance travels, gently, person to person. Before we go further, take a moment to leave a comment. It does not need to be long or perfect. A simple word, a symbol, or an intention is enough. This act is not for the algorithm alone. It is a declaration. By commenting, you signal your readiness. You tell your spirit, I am here, I am open. I'm prepared to receive. Energy responds to intention, and intention begins with presence. Hear this assurance clearly. Elect, you are in the right place at the right time. Nothing brought you here by mistake. Even if you arrived tired, distracted, or unsure, your presence now confirms alignment. This prayer found you because something within you is ready to remember how to listen again. There is no rush, and there is no test to pass. Simply being here is enough. Understand the importance of what you are about to receive. This prayer is not meant to overwhelm you with effort or expectation. It is designed to guide you back into harmony, to help you feel the subtle language of nature as a living guide. It will not demand strength from you. It will restore it. That is why you are safe here. I ask you now to remain focused as much as your body allows. Gently release distractions. Lower the volume of the outside world. But if you are tired, deeply tired, know this: you are allowed to rest. You may let this prayer continue playing while you sleep. Your conscious mind does not need to hold everything. Your spirit listens even when your eyes are closed. As you prepare, soften your breath. Unclench your jaw. Let your shoulders fall. You do not need to analyze every word. Simply receive. These words are seeds, and seeds know how to grow in darkness as well as in light. Elect, this introduction is your threshold. Step through it gently. Trust that what follows will meet you where you are and guide you where you need to be with patience, protection, and grace. Elect, I see the weariness you carry even when you do not speak of it. There is a tiredness that sleep alone does not cure, a fatigue that settles into the mind and the spirit. You have been alert for too long, adapting, enduring, responding to demands that never seem to rest. This exhaustion is not a failure. It is a signal. It is your inner world asking for reconnection. Many of you feel scattered, as though your thoughts no longer move in one direction. The noise around you is constant, and the silence within has grown unfamiliar. You wake already full, already burdened, already pulled outward. In this state, the voice of nature becomes faint, not because it has left you, but because your attention has been stretched thin. Elect, this is understandable. You were not meant to live disconnected from rhythm. There was a time when your body recognized the morning without instruction, when rest arrived naturally with darkness, when your breath followed a slower, wiser pattern. Now, the pace of the world has interrupted that memory. Artificial urgency has replaced natural timing. You move faster than your roots can follow, and this creates an inner imbalance that feels like confusion, irritability, or emptiness. I acknowledge the emotional weight as well. Some of you carry unspoken grief, disappointment, or frustration. Others feel numb, unable to sense joy or direction. This too is a form of fatigue. When the heart is overworked, it protects itself by becoming quiet. In that quiet you may believe you have lost your connection. But listen closely, elect. The connection has not been broken. It has only been waiting. Nature does not withdraw its guidance when you are tired. The trees do not reject the exhausted. The earth does not demand performance. It simply waits, patient and constant. The disconnection you feel is not punishment. It is a pause inviting return. Even now, your body remembers what your mind has forgotten. Your breath still knows how to slow. Your senses still know how to open. I speak protection over this recognition. There is no shame here. You do not need to force awakening. Forcing only deepens exhaustion. Instead, allow this awareness to soften you. Let it be the first step back toward alignment. Elect, your fatigue is not the end of your sensitivity. It is the doorway back to it. As we move forward, you will not be asked to strive. You will be guided to rest, to listen, and to gently re-enter the living conversation that nature has been holding open for you all along. Elect, now that your heart has been acknowledged and your weariness named, it is time to remember a deeper truth. Nature is not merely scenery around your life. It is a living guide woven into your existence. Long before words, before structures, before noise, guidance was spoken through wind, water, fire, and earth. That language has never stopped. It has only been forgotten by those taught to look elsewhere. Understand this clearly, elect. Nature is intentional. Nothing within it moves without order. The seasons do not argue with their purpose, and the sun does not question when to rise. This is not rigidity but wisdom. Nature teaches without force, guides without control, and corrects without condemnation. When you learn to observe it again, you begin to remember how guidance feels rather than how it sounds. Nature is one of the languages through which the divine communicates. When your path feels uncertain, signs often appear not as commands, but as patterns. Repetition is one of nature's signatures. When something returns again and again, it is asking to be noticed. A thought, a symbol, a feeling, a moment of stillness. These are not coincidences. They are invitations to pause and listen. Consider the wind, elect. You cannot see it, yet you recognize its presence by its movement. Guidance works the same way. You may not always see a clear instruction, but you will feel a shift, a nudge, a soft redirection. Resistance creates noise. Openness creates clarity. The more you trust subtle movement, the more clearly the path reveals itself. Storms, too, carry instruction. Nature does not apologize for disruption when balance is needed. Rain falls where the ground has grown dry. Thunder clears heavy air. Likewise, moments of upheaval in your life are not signs of abandonment. They are often recalibrations. Something stagnant is being loosened. Something misaligned is being corrected. When you stop fighting the storm and start observing it, understanding replaces fear. Silence is another sacred teacher. In nature, silence is never empty. It is full of preparation. Seeds grow in darkness. Roots expand underground. When your life enters a quiet season, resist the urge to label it as stagnation. Often, guidance is working beneath the surface, arranging what cannot yet be seen. Trust is required here, and nature models that trust perfectly. Cycles are perhaps nature's most compassionate lesson. Nothing is demanded forever. Growth, rest, release, and renewal all have their time. When you feel tired, nature reminds you that rest is not failure. When you feel called forward, it reminds you that movement is natural. There is no guilt in honoring the cycle you are in. There is only wisdom. Elect intuition strengthens when you align with these teachings. Your inner guidance mirrors the outer world. As you observe patterns in nature, you begin to recognize patterns within yourself. A sense of ease. Persistent resistance signals redirection. Nature does not shout. It repeats gently until you listen. This is why reconnecting with nature restores trust in yourself. You realize you are not lost. You are simply learning a language again. The divine does not rush you. Like nature, it allows growth to unfold at its proper pace. Receive this teaching with humility and confidence. You were designed to understand this guidance. It is not foreign to you. It is ancient, familiar, and alive within you. As you continue, let this truth settle deeply. Nature walks with you as a patient. Faithful guide, always speaking, always ready to lead you back into harmony. Elect, as we move deeper, it is time to reconnect with what is already within you, the sacred instruments of perception. Your senses are not merely tools for survival. They are conduits of guidance, channels through which the language of nature flows directly to your spirit. To feel nature's energy is not a distant skill. It is remembering what you have always known. Begin with your sight. Observe without judgment. The way sunlight filters through leaves, the pattern of clouds shifting across the sky, the ripple of water on a quiet stream, all carry messages. Do not rush to interpret. Simply notice. Each detail is a word, each pattern a sentence. When you train your eyes to see the subtleties, you awaken your inner perception. Elect, remember that clarity often comes from what is gentle and unobtrusive, not from what demands attention. Next, engage your hearing. Close your eyes if it helps and listen. The wind brushing against the grass, the distant call of a bird, the soft hum of life all around you. These are the whispers of guidance. Nature speaks in tones and rhythms. Learn to distinguish between noise and signal. The more you attune to subtle sound, the more your spirit will recognize patterns, the quiet signals that indicate direction, protection, and timing. Then breathe deliberately, connecting with your sense of touch and proprioception. Feel the ground beneath your feet. Sense the texture of leaves, the bark of trees, the coolness of a stream, the warmth of sunlight. Each sensation anchors you. Elect, grounding is not only physical, it is energetic. The earth carries wisdom and stability. When you press your awareness into it, the energy flows upward into your body, aligning your spirit with its rhythm. Then breathe deliberately, connecting with your sense of touch and proprioception. Feel the ground beneath your feet. Sense the texture of leaves, the bark of trees, the coolness of a stream, the warmth of sunlight. Each sensation anchors you. Elect, grounding is not only physical, it is energetic. The earth carries wisdom and stability. When you press your awareness into it, the energy flows upward into your body, aligning your spirit with its rhythm. Awaken your sense of smell, for it carries memory and emotion like no other. The scent of wet earth, the fragrance of flowers, the crispness of wind, these subtle notes hold guidance. They can signal change, draw attention, or provide reassurance. Elect, do not underestimate the power of scent to awaken deep intuition. Finally, turn inward, tuning into your internal senses, the subtle currents in your chest, the pulse in your veins, the rhythm of your breath. These are as much a part of nature as the stars above or the river below. When you synchronize your inner awareness with outer experience, you create resonance. This resonance is how guidance is felt rather than seen or analyzed. Elect, remember that feeling energy does not require force. You cannot demand connection. You can only open, receive, and sense. Patience is your ally. As your awareness deepens, what once felt distant will begin to resonate intimately. Energy moves through observation, through stillness, and through gentle attention. Do not forget, Elect, that your senses are sacred bridges. They allow the unseen to become known. They teach you to trust subtle nudges, to notice patterns before they become obvious, to recognize messages in silence, in movement, and in stillness. Every element, every sound, every touch, every scent, and every breath carries instruction. You are learning to read this language once more. Allow yourself to fully inhabit these senses. Let them guide you with humility and confidence. Nature does not rush. It does not scold. It offers patiently, consistently, faithfully. The more you attune, the more clearly its energy flows through you, leading you into alignment, understanding, and profound connection. Elect, feel deeply, receive fully. Your senses are awakening, and with them, the living guide of nature is walking beside you, whispering, showing and teaching every step of the way. Elect, now that your senses are awakening, it is time to deepen your connection by aligning with the elements themselves. These forces, earth, water, air, and fire, are not distant or abstract. They are alive, present, and waiting to guide you. They carry intelligence, wisdom, and rhythm. Each element speaks a language of the divine, offering lessons, protection, and clarity when you learn to listen. Begin with earth. Feel its weight beneath your feet, its stability supporting your body and spirit. Earth teaches patience, grounding, and resilience. When life feels chaotic or unsteady, the soil reminds you that roots grow silently, steadily, and intentionally. Stand or sit and sense the pull of gravity anchoring you. Visualize your energy flowing downward, intertwining with the strength of stone and soil. Let earth whisper, you are held. You are rooted. You are steady. Here, Elect, you reclaim balance, remembering that no storm can uproot what is firmly aligned. Move now to water, the element of emotion, adaptability, and healing. Water flows, yet it never loses direction. It bends around obstacles, finding the path of least resistance. Close your eyes and imagine a river, a stream, or the ocean moving effortlessly. Let its rhythm speak to the currents within you. Water teaches surrender, reminding you that strength lies not in rigidity, but in flexibility. Emotions, like water, must be acknowledged, felt, and allowed to move. When you align with water, Elect, you awaken emotional clarity, the healing that comes from release, and the guidance that flows silently beneath apparent chaos. Next, open yourself to air, the element of clarity, thought, and intuition. Air is invisible, yet it carries movement, change, and direction. Feel the gentle flow across your skin, or the subtle pressure in your lungs as you breathe. Air teaches awareness. It carries messages through whispers, sudden ideas, and subtle nudges. Elect, as you breathe deeply, imagine inhaling insight and exhaling distraction. Let air remind you that guidance often comes in quiet signals, a fleeting thought, a fleeting feeling, a sudden clarity. Trust these subtle currents. Air is your teacher of perception, discernment, and communication with the unseen. Finally, align with fire, the element of inner light, courage, and transformation. Fire burns, yet it also illuminates. It consumes what is unnecessary, clears space, and energizes the soul. Visualize a small flame, perhaps in a candle, or the sun's warmth on your skin. Let it ignite your courage and illuminate your purpose. Fire teaches action aligned with authenticity. It reminds you that while patience and observation are necessary, transformation requires movement, intention, and boldness. Elect, let fire awaken your inner drive, the divine spark within that aligns with destiny. As you connect with each element, notice how they interweave. Earth grounds, water heals, air clarifies, fire energizes. None works in isolation. Elect, this is the secret of guidance, balance. Nature itself is not fragmented. It is a symphony. Your task is to align your energy with these forces, to feel their subtle instructions, and to trust their wisdom as you navigate your journey. Do not force this alignment. Each element responds to presence, patience, and respect. Sit, stand, breathe, observe, and allow their energy to merge with yours. Over time, you will notice patterns, sensations, and insights emerging. You will recognize when earth calls for stillness, when water invites release, when elect, you are not separate from these elements. They live within you as much as around you. They are guides, protectors, and mirrors of your own inner forces. Align with them daily, not through effort, but through attentive connection. Let their wisdom flow into your decisions, your emotions, your intuition, and your courage. In this harmony, you will discover that guidance is never external. It is a dialogue, a living conversation with the world, the divine, and yourself. Feel this now, elect, grounded, flowing, breathing, and ignited. You are aligned with earth, water, air, and fire. You are learning the sacred language of the elements, walking hand in hand with guidance that is as old as the stars, as constant as the tides, and as alive as your own heart. Elect, as night falls and your body grows heavy with the day's burdens. Know this, guidance does not cease when your eyes close. In fact, the unseen speaks more clearly in darkness. When the mind rests and the soul is open, nature continues its work even as you sleep. The rustle of leaves, the pull of the moon, the gentle rhythm of your own breath, all carry messages, meant to reach the part of you that is beyond thought. Understand that sleep is not absence, it is alignment. While consciousness rests, the energies of earth, water, air, and fire move through you. The earth grounds your spirit, holding you steady. Water carries away tension, washing over the mind and heart, releasing what no longer serves. Air whispers clarity, allowing intuition to rise unimpeded by distraction. Fire ignites renewal, transforming fatigue into readiness and uncertainty into insight. Elect, you are not idle during sleep. You are learning, receiving, and integrating. Let go of the pressure to actively hear or see guidance tonight. Surrender is the teacher of sleep. Trust that the divine, working through nature, continues to align you, preparing your spirit for tomorrow. If worry arises, imagine it being absorbed into the soil, flowing away like water carried by wind, ignited into release by fire. You are safe. You are held. You are in perfect rhythm with the natural cycles that govern all life. Elect, allow this prayer to continue softly as you drift into rest. Each word, each vibration is a seed planted in your subconscious. Your spirit will receive what it needs, even beyond waking perception. You may awaken with sudden clarity, insights, or the quiet knowing of what steps to take. Or you may awaken simply lighter, calmer, and more in tune with the rhythms of life. Both are messages, both are guidance. Tonight, let nature be your teacher, your guide, and your companion. Sleep is sacred, elect, and through it, your connection to the world, to the elements, and to your own inner wisdom deepens. Trust, rest, receive, and know that even in stillness, the living guidance of the universe continues its work through you. Elect, now is the moment to speak power into your spirit. These are not mere words. They are seeds of alignment, vibration, and truth. Repeat them silently or aloud, and feel them resonate through your body, mind, and soul. Let each declaration awaken your awareness, strengthen your connection with nature, and anchor your identity as one who is chosen, guided, and protected. I declare that you, elect, are deeply rooted in the wisdom of the earth. Your foundation is strong, unshakable, and aligned with divine stability. No storm, no force of chaos can uproot the clarity and peace that is already within you. You are steady, you are held, you are grounded. I declare that water flows through you, cleansing and renewing your spirit. Emotions move with ease, allowing healing, release, and renewal. You do not resist the currents of life, for you know they carry lessons and guidance. You are fluid, adaptable, and attuned to the subtle signals of the divine. I declare that air fills your mind with clarity and discernment. Thoughts arrive with precision, and intuition speaks louder than fear. You receive insights effortlessly, noticing patterns, signs, and whispers that guide your every step. You trust the quiet nudges that lead to alignment, understanding that clarity is your birthright. I declare that fire ignites your courage and purpose. You are empowered to act, to transform, and to shine with authenticity. Your inner spark cannot be dimmed. It illuminates your path and inspires others without effort. You move forward in alignment with your highest calling, guided by divine intention and natural rhythm. Elect, you are a living conduit of wisdom. Nature, spirit, and the divine speak through you and to you. You recognize their voice, you honor their lessons, and you integrate their guidance effortlessly. You are protected always. No negative force, no shadow of doubt may overtake your awareness. You walk in light, even when the world around you is shadowed. I declare that your connection to all life is sacred. You are attuned to cycles, patterns, and rhythms that others may not perceive. You are chosen to listen, to feel, and to act with purpose. Every step you take aligns with the unseen currents of the universe. Repeat now, I am grounded. I am fluid. I am clear. I'm ignited. I am guided. I'm protected. I am aligned with nature and the divine. Let these words echo through your being. Feel their vibrations settling into your cells, your heart, and your spirit. Elect, remember, you are never alone. You are chosen. You are guided. You are a living, breathing channel of wisdom, strength, and divine connection. Allow these affirmations to root you, cleanse you, illuminate you, and empower you as you continue